Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Arsenal are facing a delay in securing a new contract for their star centre-back William Saliba, according to sources cited by Football Insider. The Gunners are keen to fend off interest from European giants like Real Madrid, who have long admired the French international. The North London club have reportedly tabled a fresh offer to the 24-year-old and are pushing to expedite talks to ensure his future remains at the Emirates. However, insiders suggest that hammering out a major contract extension of this nature will take time, meaning a swift resolution is unlikely. With Saliba's current deal having roughly 2 years left, there's no immediate cause for alarm, but his status as one of the world's finest centre-backs has intensified interest in his services. Arsenal are determined to lock down their defensive linchpin to prevent any chance of him being lured to the Spanish capital by Real Madrid. William Saliba speaks out on Arsenal face Athletic Bilbao amid Champions League rule changes for 2025-26. Arsenal are gearing up for their opening Champions League match of the 2025-26 season against Athletic Bilbao at San Mamés on Tuesday evening. The clash marks a homecoming for manager Mikel Arteta to his native Basque country. The Gunners will kick off at 5:45 p.m. UK time, alongside PSV Eindhoven's match against Union St. Gilloise, as Europe's premier club competition gets underway. The 2025-26 Champions League continues with the Swiss model introduced last season, replacing the traditional group stage with a single 36-team league table. This format proved a hit not only in the Champions League but also in the Europa League and Conference League. Arsenal, having finished third in the Premier League last term, secured automatic qualification to the next round, while Real Madrid had to navigate the playoffs. However, last season's rules saw Arsenal disadvantaged, playing the second leg of their quarter-final against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu instead of at home. UEFA has now addressed this issue with two significant rule changes for the 2025-26 season. Firstly, teams finishing in the top 4 of the league phase are guaranteed to host the second leg of their quarter-final ties. Additionally, the top 2 sides will also play the second leg of their semi-finals at home. Should a seeded team be knocked out, the victorious team inherits their seeding status, ensuring higher-ranked sides retain an advantage deep into the knockout stages. The second change focuses on squad flexibility. UEFA has relaxed restrictions, allowing clubs to make a temporary replacement for one outfield player sidelined by long-term injury or illness during the league phase, up to match week 6. This tweak comes after players like Liverpool's Federico Chiesa, Tottenham's Mathys Tel, and Chelsea's Facundo Buonanotte were left out of squads last season due to rigid rules. Ahead of the Bilbao clash, Arsenal defender William Saliba shared his enthusiasm. "We're really excited to take on Bilbao at San Mamés. It's a special game for the boss because of his connection to the place. We've prepared well, and with the new rules, we feel more confident going into the competition. We want to start the league phase strongly." Arsenal face a challenging lineup in the league phase, including Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Club Brugge, Olympiacos, Slavia Praha, and Kairat Almaty. With the Swiss model, every match is vital for securing a top spot in the table and gaining an edge in the knockouts. The Gunners are determined to build on last season's experience to make a stronger mark in Europe. UEFA's rule changes have been warmly received by participating clubs. In an official statement, UEFA explained, the Executive Committee has approved amendments to the 2025-26 Men's Club competition regulations to allow a temporary replacement of up to one outfield player suffering a long-term injury or illness during the league phase up to match week 6. This aims to ensure competitive fairness and squad depth. For Arsenal, these changes offer a chance to manage their squad more effectively amid a grueling schedule across the Champions League and domestic competitions. Mikel Arteta, known for his tactical nous, is expected to capitalize on this flexibility to keep his side firing on all cylinders. The Bilbao match will be an early test of his strategy for the new campaign. With renewed optimism and a more supportive rulebook, Arsenal are aiming to match or surpass their achievements from last season's Champions League. The trip to San Mamés is the first step in their quest to lift Europe's most coveted club trophy. Saliba returns to training. Odegaard sits out as Arsenal prepare for Bilbao clash. Arsenal's preparations for their Champions League opener against Athletic Bilbao have been met with mixed fortunes regarding player fitness. Martin Odegaard, the team's captain, is a major doubt for the match after missing Monday's training session at London Coney. The Norwegian midfielder aggravated a shoulder injury during Arsenal's 3-0 victory over Nottingham Forest on Saturday, forcing him off the pitch after just 18 minutes. This marks the second consecutive home match where Odegaard has failed to see out the first half, having initially sustained the injury against Leeds last month. Youngster Ethan Nwaneri stepped in on both occasions, showcasing his potential as a capable deputy. On a brighter note, William Saliba was back in the fold during training. The French centre-back made a surprise return to the training ground on Friday after suffering an ankle injury at Anfield, though he later admitted to manager Mikel Arteta that he required additional recovery time. While Saliba is likely to travel with the squad to Spain, there's a strong chance that Christian Mosquera, the promising Spanish U21 international, will retain his place in the starting lineup. Mosquera, who joined from Valencia, impressed in La Liga last season and is well acquainted with Bilbao's style of play. Elsewhere, concerns linger over other key players. Ben White, who was an unused substitute in the recent win over Nottingham Forest, was not spotted during the open training session. Meanwhile, Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus remain sidelined, adding to Arteta's selection headache. The absence of these attacking stars could force Arsenal to rely on youth and squad depth as they face a formidable Bilbao side in the cauldron of San Mamés. Arsenal's travelling party will jet off to Spain this afternoon, with Mikel Arteta scheduled to address the media at 7 p.m. local time from Bilbao's iconic stadium. The Gunners' boss will likely face questions about his squad's injury woes and tactical approach for the crucial European tie. With the Champions League campaign kicking off, Arteta will be keen to balance caution with ambition, ensuring his side is ready for a stern test against a well-drilled Basque outfit. The mood at Arsenal remains cautiously optimistic despite the injury setbacks. The return of Saliba, even if not at full tilt, is a significant boost, while Mosquera's emergence offers a silver lining. As the Gunners gear up for their first European outing of the season, fans will be hoping for a spirited performance to set the tone for their Champions League ambitions. 2 back, 1 out. Arsenal's injury update ahead of Athletic Club showdown. Arsenal received a timely boost as they fine-tuned their preparations for Tuesday's Champions League clash against Athletic Club, with both Christian Norgod and William Saliba taking part in Monday's open training session. The duo's return to the training pitch in front of the media signals a positive step after recent injury concerns. Saliba, who missed time due to an ankle issue, and Norgod, sidelined by a separate knock, are now in contention to feature in Bilbao. Their presence will undoubtedly lift spirits within the camp as Arsenal aim to make a strong start in Europe's premier competition. However, the news was not all rosy, as captain Martin Odegaard was conspicuously absent from training. The midfielder's ongoing shoulder injury, which worsened during Arsenal's 3-0 win over Nottingham Forest, appears to have ruled him out of the trip to Spain. Odegaard's absence is a blow, given his leadership and creativity in the middle of the park. Joining him on the sidelines are Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus, whose continued absence leaves Arteta with a depleted attacking Arsenal for the San Mamés showdown. On a more encouraging note, young talent Max Daumann was involved in the session, hinting at a potential call-up for the matchday squad. With the Champions League allowing for larger squads, Daumann could benefit from Arsenal's injury crisis to gain valuable experience. Similarly, goalkeeper Tommy Setford was seen training and is likely to be named as the third-choice stopper for the game. Setford, who warmed up with the senior squad ahead of the Forest match, is poised to travel, with Jack Porter stepping in as the fourth-choice keeper in the absence of Alexei Rojas, who is away with Colombia's U20 side for the upcoming U20 World Cup. Another youngster, Demian Augustin, also took part in training, though the summer signing from Derby County is ineligible for the Champions League. Having been with Arsenal for less than 2 years, Augustin cannot be registered on the U21 list, but his involvement in first-team sessions will serve as valuable exposure. While he won't feature in Bilbao, the experience of training alongside senior players ahead of a major European fixture will aid his development as he settles into life at the Emirates. As Arsenal head into their Champions League opener, the return of Saliba and Norgod offers hope, but the absence of key figures like Odegaard, Saka, Havertz and Jesus will test the squad's depth. Arteta's men will need to dig deep to overcome a resilient Athletic Club side on their home turf. With young talents like Daumann and Setford potentially in the mix, Arsenal's blend of youth and experience could yet prove decisive in this high-stakes European encounter. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!